Okay, so on this next video, we're gonna learn about the progress bar widget. So on my widget blueprint, we are gonna find that here in the common area. So in order to test it out, let's go ahead and add it to our level. I'm gonna explain what it does in a second. Let's put it here at the top left of the horizontal bar, the one that we've done before. And let's set it to fill. Okay, so now what is this progress bar? This progress bar is gonna basically show the current progress of a specific event. The most common use for this is for health bars. You know how health bars start with a full bar uh, completed, and then as we lose the health, that will be slowly decreasing. We can actually see all that in the properties of the progress bar. So what can we do? Here, as you can see, right now it's completely empty. It has a 0%. But if we say zero point 0.5, zero point 0.7, you see you are basically filling up that progress. Let's change that color to maybe like a red. We're gonna use this as the progress, as the health bar. We're basically gonna change for the health bar to now look more like a in like a bar progress style instead of numbers. Okay, so use a reddish color for it, and then basically this is what it does. In zero, it's empty. In one, it's full, right? But now, how do we make it so that this progress bar actually reacts to the health of the player that we had designed in the game? Okay, so for that, we're going to have to do some changes. So let's just leave this save here. Let's just leave that progress bar for now. And we're gonna do some changes in the other blueprints to make that work. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start by going to my character blueprint. And we're gonna go to the health portion. Well, actually, we don't even have to go anywhere. We just have to change this variable health that we have here. And we're gonna change the default value of 100 to just 1.0. Now, why am I doing this? Because if you remember from the progress bar, the values of the bar are from 0 to 1. So 1 is full health. So we're going to change it so that now the full health is just 1 instead. Okay. And another thing you want to make sure you do is that this I symbol, make sure it is open, because this means that now this variable is public and it can be accessible and editable out of this blueprint. And we will use this outside of this blueprint, so make sure that it's set as public. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the enemy blueprint, this one right here, because here we had set the damage instance as 10, but now we don't want to do that because the full health is now 1. So now every instance of damage will be just 0.1. In this way, it's same as before, but now instead of doing the 10 damage to get to 100, now it's zero point 0.1 to get to 1. Okay? So let's just make sure everything is working before we do any changes. So if we click on the thing on the health, as you can see, it's going in percentages now, in 0 point, right? That's what we want. Okay. Now we have to still do a few changes. Now we are ready to go back to my widget. Okay, so now on my widget, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna bind this progress bar to the changes that we did from before. Okay, how are we gonna do that? So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna look for a binding feature, this one right here. I don't know if in yours is gonna look the same, but basically next to the percent there should be this bind symbol, create binding. When you do that, it's gonna take you to the blueprint of this. Okay, so now what this does is that this is the functionality of the progress bar. So now we want to make it so that it uses the health variable that we had on the other blueprint. So to do that, we're going to right click here and look for a get player controller node. That way we're getting that player information. And we are going to connect this to a get controlled pawn. Okay. Now this is going to give us the actual reference of that pawn that has the health bar. So after this, we're gonna drag here and look for the get health variable. Okay, I think it's not giving it to me right now. I might be missing something. Okay, yes, I am missing something, which is that we have to first cast this as the character. So we cannot just get the health directly from here. We have to do one more node that is gonna be called cast to my character. Basically, when you use this node, now you are accessing fully the blueprint of this character. Now I should get the option to get my health. So if I drag from here, I will be able to see the get health variable. So I know it takes some steps to get to that variable, but this is how it's done in Unreal Engine. It just takes like a few steps. Now we see our health being reflected here. And now we can connect this to our return value for this. Okay. Now let's make sure also that these two are connecting. So let's connect this with this. That way this is also being triggered. And I think now that's all the work you should do for the progress bar to actually behave correctly. So if we run this, my health starts as full, and as we receive damage, we decrease the health bar, as you can see. Okay, we still have some stuff to clean up. For example, I don't need that text that says health point 2 or health point 1 still show up. But in the practice, we're gonna like clean all this and make it like more of a presentable game. Okay, when you reach health 0, the bar is depleted. So hopefully with this example, it is a little bit more clear how to set up a health bar, a functionable health bar, by using the progress bar of the widget.